Hello, welcome to the Museum at Home, where we share some of our family programming with you that you can do in the comfort of your own home with the household supplies you've got on hand. Today, I'm going to show you how to make cabbage water pH indicator. So I've got some cabbage water right here, and you just need red cabbage and some boiling water, and it's pretty straightforward to do. The neat thing about cabbage water is that it's called a pH indicator, so it will change color depending on what I add to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of baking soda here, and you can see it's a bit of a purpley color. And when I add my baking soda, it goes from purple to a green color. So you can see that right there. So you can see it's quite different to the one next to it. This next one that I'm going to add is a bit of vinegar. So let's see what happens when I add some vinegar. So my cabbage water went from purple to a pink color. So cabbage water lets us know which chemicals are acids and which ones are bases. So my baking soda here is a base, and my vinegar is an acid. The pH scale is a scale used by chemists to understand which things are acids and bases, and it goes from 0 to 14. Now you would think that things that are smaller numbers might be weaker chemicals and bigger numbers would be stronger chemicals, but actually it's a bit more complicated than that. So 7 is actually completely neutral, so that would be water. So I'm going to add a little bit of water here and show you what it does to my pH indicator. And the answer is nothing. So my pH indicator will stay the same color as long as it's being exposed to a neutral chemical, so like my water. But when it's exposed to acids, which are any chemicals that fall on the pH scale between 0 and 6, like my vinegar, it's going to go a pinkish reddish color. And if it is exposed to a base, which is any chemical that's on the pH scale between 8 and 14, it's going to go a bluish or greenish color. So that's the pH scale in a bit of a nutshell, and that's how our cabbage water is going to change based on the acids and bases. So let's test out some more colors and see what happens, and we can kind of get an idea of whether or not these things that we might have at home are acids and bases. So like I said before, I showed you my vinegar and baking soda. The next one I want to try is, we'll try a little bit of milk. This is just something you should have around at home, maybe. And I'll pour that in and we'll see what color it goes. So let's give that a bit of a swirl. All right, so that was my milk right there. We're going to try a little bit of the lemon juice. So I've got a little bit of lemon juice here. And that goes a really bright pink color. Next up, we'll try some bubble mix, which you might have, or you could even try some soapy water if you want to give that a shot. And so we'll add some bubble mix and we'll see what color that goes. It's like not changing a whole lot, still kind of a purpley color. And the last one we're going to test out is Windex or glass cleaner. And we can see that that made our color change quite a bit, so it's quite a green color here. So if I were to order my chemicals based on the pH scale from 0, or from neutral, let's say, so I'll put my 7 in the middle as my neutral. And then we'll put our acids and our bases on either side. So I've got my pinkish colors are all my acids, and my green and bluish colors are all my bases. So I would say this is a little more blue than the water, and this is a bit more blue-greenish than this stuff here, and then this is my Windex or glass cleaner, which was the strongest and went quite green. And then I have my vinegar and my lemon juice and my vinegar, and those are my acids right there. So this is a really cool way of showing which household chemicals are acids and bases. You can give it a try at home with other things. Again, this requires, be careful, this does require adult supervision, but you could try things like maybe soap or other types of food. You could try fruit juice, or maybe you could try the juice out of like leafy greens and see what color that makes the cabbage water change. So that's how you can use cabbage water as a pH indicator. You're welcome to try this at home, and if you do, go ahead and share it with us on our social media channels. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.